Alright, so today we're going to create a video demonstrating the Linux boot process. And have you ever wondered what happens when you press that button, the power button? As soon as you press the power button, after some seconds, we see the login screen appear. But what really happens, or what really takes place in the background? Let's find out. So the Linux boot system actually has 6 main steps that the system executes in order for us to be able to see that display screen. And the first one we have is the BIOS, and we have the MBR. That's the second. The third is the grub. The fourth is the kernel. The fifth is the init, and the sixth we have the run level. Let us look at them step by step. So the first one we have the BIOS, which stands for Basic Input Output System. And this actually performs the system integrity checks. It searches, it loads, and executes the bootloader program. It also searches for the disk drive. It searches for the SD card reader. It searches for the CD and DVD ROM, and it searches for the hard drive. And in the boot process, you can actually press a key during that boot to change the sequence for which you actually want the system to boot, and you can use the F12 or the F2 depending on the system you're using. And then the very next one we have is the MBR, which is the master boot record. In this step is actually located in the first sector of the bootable disks, usually in the dev.hda or the dev.sda, depending on your system. It is less than 512 bytes in size, and it has 3 partitions as follows. The primary bootloader, which has 446 bytes, the partition table info, which has 64 bytes, and we have the MBR validation check, which has 2 bytes. And these steps contains information about grub. And the next one we're going to be looking at is grub, which is a ground unified bootloader. This step actually chooses the kernel image to execute. It loads the display screen and waits for a few seconds. If no image is selected, it will automatically load the default kernel as specified in the grub config file, and the grub has knowledge of the file system, which is very important. It has the configuration file is called the boot.grub/grub.config, and we also have the grub, which loads and executes the kernel. The very next step is the kernel. The kernel mounts the root file system as specified in the configuration file, which is what we see right here, the boot/grub.conf. And the kernel also executes init program located in this directory we have here, the sbin/init folder. And init is the first program to be executed, and you can use this command, the ps-ef grep init, to check that out. The very next step we have is the init, and the init actually decides the program run level. As we can see on this directory, it runs the level which programs are to be loaded at the startup, and we have some run levels as follows: the HALT, single user mode, multi-user mode without NFS, full multi-user mode unused, and we have X11 and reboot. The very final step that brings on the login screen is the run level, and the run level executes programs for the current run level. We have simple run level directories such as run level 0, run level 1, and up to run level 6. And we see here that programs that start with S are used during startup, and programs that start with K are used during shutdown. And so this is the entire process for loading or booting the Linux machine. Thank you so much.